The Nigerian government invites Sheikh Ahmad Gumi for questioning. The Nigerian government has invited controversial Islamic cleric Ahmad Gumi for questioning. Gumi was invited for questioning over his comments on the activities of bandits in the country. The Minister of Information and Orientation, Mohammed Idris, disclosed while addressing the journalists at a state house Abuja on Monday. The minister said the Islamic cleric was not above the law, adding that the government had deemed it necessary to invite him for questioning. A few weeks ago, Gumi had urged the Tinubu-led government to join him in negotiating with bandits. Gumi urged Tinubu not to repeat what he described as the mistake made by former President Muhammadu Buhari, who refused to dialogue with bandits. He also noted that terrorism in Nigeria was not financed by Nigerians, but by the terrorists who kidnap people for ransom. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe as I check out what other people have to say about this. Good one. I hope they take good advantage of this opportunity to unravel his link with terrorism. It is long overdue. No one is above the law. He should be detained and charged to court. With the arrest of Gumi, the kidnappers negotiator, and Bodejo, the president of bandits and criminal headers killing Nigerians, that I have come to believe that Nigeria under President Tinubu is not a cowardice. The two arrests made so far by the state actors shows that Nigeria will be great again. It's a nice one. I hope it's done judiciously. Good riddance to bad rubbish. This man ought to have been detained since. It's what the masses have been expecting, long overdue. Another story for the gods. It will be more appropriate to say the Fulani government invites as it's only the government that does not know this man is a stakeholder in terrorism in Nigeria. This man Gumi thinks he is untouchable. Now it is time for him to talk the talk and all else that he knows. This is one of the real terrorist warlords. This monster should have been thrown in prison since. I think time is over for him. Beautiful. People have been expecting the FGN to a bold step to prosecute him encouraging terrorism in Nigeria. Let the government be bold enough to prosecute him. If properly dealt with, terrorism may begin to reduce drastically. Kudos to Tinubu's government. Please, Mr. FG SARS, kindly jail this idiotic, unpatriotic gangster for life imprisonment. It is time for the government to hear Gumi's side of the story to end kidnapping, banditry, and other terrorist activities in the country, or he will be allowed to keep talking behind bars. You don't question men like Gumi without a horsewhip and a canister of tear gas close by. His invitation means well. I believe he will advise the government on how to tackle the lingering crises of insecurity in the country. As experts always say, war cannot be won by the barrel of the gun alone. Nigeria government is in partnership with Gumi and has been pampering him, and that encourages him to be orchestrating terrorism and banditry. This man Gumi is quite dangerous to the security of this country. Much of our resources is going to fight banditry and headers problem in this country. Nigeria development is being hacked by a man with his bandits from the northern part and continue to shift the blame on the government, as if only the north constitutes the country Nigeria. We all know it is your conspiracy. Continue to kidnap your children and hide them in the bush and shifting the blame on the government. Just imagine, the comments that keep pouring are so bereft of substance, but full of vow from religious bigotry and tribalism. If the government has any evidence to link Gumi with terrorism, it will not waste any time in arresting him. I am really apprehensive about the future of this country with the crop of young people that are empty and lazy, who do not bother to read but form a strong opinion from a story dished out to them, who do not know their history and immediate environment. So sad. Do not use the word invite, arrest, investigate. Use the word detain instead. This man is supposed to be behind bars. His own is too much, and the Nigerian government make him untouchable. God can decide to touch him the wrong way. Fruitless activities. Where's the Indian financial criminal man that escaped from the government yard last night? It is Gumi that will question the government and not the government questioning this untouchable terrorist. Please interrogate the bandits with tear gas and 7 branches, one head whip. You'll thank me later. You will get the information you never got. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content like this. And also, don't forget